My name is Ravi Lochan. I'll be presenting on behalf of my group. So this video is about the project demonstration on penetration testing of Metasploit exploits using Kali Linux. So the topics covered will be pen testing of backdoor exploits, brute force attack to find FTP service login, pen testing of DOS Lolaris vulnerability, and finally setting up a reverse TCP shell to Windows XP to observe keystrokes. So this pen testing will be carried out on the Oracle VirtualBox using the virtual machines. Kali Linux will be our attacker machine and Metasploit Linux will be our victim machine. Later I'll be using Windows XP. So this is my Kali Linux machine with IP of 56.1.1 and this is my Metasploit Linux machine with IP address 56.1.7. So before carrying out the backdoor attack, first I'll have to perform nmap scan on the target machine. So I'll perform the nmap scan. Here I can see that it is running VSFTPD and the Unreal IRCD service. So now I'll start off the Metasploit framework present in the Kali Linux. So this Metasploit framework will have the exploit codes of VSFTPD and Unreal IRCD, which we will be using it for the pen testing of backdoor attack. So now I will be searching for VSFTPD. So I found it. So just I can select it by using this command. So now I'll check the options what it requires. So it requires rhost and the payload. Payload is automatically set. Rhost will be setting the target machine IP, which is the Metasploit Linux IP 56.1.7. And now I can run the exploit. So in this command log, we can verify that a successful session is being created. I can just verify the IP once again to see if it's correctly connected to the Metasploit Linux itself. So let's say 107. Now I can just create a directory. So I'm creating a test1 directory remotely from the Kali Linux itself on the Metasploit Linux. I can just verify in the Metasploit Linux by giving ls. So here you can see test1 is created. So in similar way, we can search for Unreal IRCD. So it can also be used in this way only by saying use the exploit and configuring the same options of the payload and as well as rhost. Next I'll be explaining about the brute force attack. Now I just restarted the Metasploit framework. So to carry out the brute force attack, I'll have to search for the auxiliary FTP scanner present in the Metasploit framework. So searching for the auxiliary scanner. So this is the auxiliary scanner which we are looking for. So we'll use that scanner. So we'll check out the options what it requires. So I'll be setting this user underscore file with the file path containing a set of Unix usernames. So this is the file path containing Unix usernames. So I'll set this condition user as password as true so that the usernames can be used as passwords for the brute force attack. Next I'll be setting the rhosts with the Metasploit Linux IP address. And the brute force speed as 4. Now I'll run the attack. So it will take about 10 minutes. So after about 10 minutes, the brute force attack will be complete. So as we can see, it will try out all the username combinations present from the file path provided. So as we can see, most of the attempts will be unsuccessful with only few of them successful. As we can see here, FTP and here another Postgres and service. So a few other. So now I'll just log in using this one of these credentials. I log into the FTP service of the Metasploit Linux from here. So I'll use the user credentials. So we are able to successfully log into the FTP service. I'll just check the contents. As you can see, I had created some 2 directories before. Everything is shown here. So in this way I could find out the FTP service credentials of Metasploit Linux by carrying out the brute force attack. So now I'll be explaining about the DOS Solaris vulnerability pen testing. In the pen testing of DOS Solaris vulnerability, we'll be basically blocking the web access to Metasploit Linux from the Kali Linux machine. So after restarting the Metasploit framework, now I'll have to search for the auxiliary DOS Solaris in this framework. So searching for the DOS Solaris. So I found the auxiliary. I'll be using this. We'll be checking the options. We'll be setting the R host with the Metasploit Linux IP address. So now I run the auxiliary. So with this log we can come to know that the DOS attack is successful. So to verify that, we'll just try to load the Metasploit Linux web page from here, the Firefox browser. As you can see, the page just keeps on loading, but it doesn't appear as the DOS attack is in progress. So now I'll stop the DOS attack and the page suddenly appears. So in this way I could perform the DOS attack remotely from a Kali Linux. I will be explaining about the creating the reverse TCP shell to Windows XP machine and also observing the keystrokes. So for this reverse TCP, I'll be using Kali Linux as the attacker machine and Windows XP as the target machine. So first I need to create a shell.exe file as a payload using the msfnm command. So the command is as follows. So this command contains the listening host IP address, which will be the Kali Linux machine IP, and the file path where the shell.exe file has to be stored. This is my Windows XP machine running. So the shell.exe file will be created on the desktop. To save time, I have already placed this shell.exe file in the Windows XP machine. As we can see here, it is in the administrator documents. So now coming back to the Kali Linux, here I'll have to start the Metasploit framework. Inside the Metasploit framework, we'll have the multi-handler exploit, which we'll be using in order to create the reverse TCP shell. So now I'll search for the multi-handler exploit. So this is the exploit what we're looking for. Now checking the options it requires. So it requires a host, which will be the Kali Linux IP 56.1.1, and I'll be setting the payload. The payload indicates that a reverse TCP meterpreter session has to be created on the Windows machine. In our case, it will be Windows XP. Now I'll run the exploit, and also I'll have to execute the shell.exe file present in the Windows XP machine. So now we can see the meterpreter session is successfully created from the Kali Linux to the Windows XP machine. Now I'll type help to check out what are the command options available. So these all commands can be run directly from the Kali Linux on the Windows XP machine. So I'll be just focusing on the observing the keystrokes. So I'll use this keyscan_start, which starts observing the keystrokes. Now I'll just type something here, some fake credentials I can say. Just save it. Now if I use this keyscan_dump to dump all the keystrokes observed, we can see here whatever was typed in the Windows XP machine, it is reflecting here. So in this way we can observe the keystrokes present in the used in the Windows XP machine in a discrete way on the Kali Linux machine. So another example is I just capture the current screen of the Windows XP machine. So we can see the current screen what is being used in the Windows XP machine. We can just verify it by going to the Windows XP. It's the same screen being observed in the Kali Linux. So that would be all. Thank you for watching.